Hi guys, this is Stephanie from Rapid Resizer. Today what I'm going to be doing is a special Thanksgiving craft or seasonal craft using fallen fall leaves, and I'm going to make sort of a little wall hanging tapestry thing in the shape of a maple leaf, and then I'm going to use a bunch of different colored leaves in it. So I'm going to show you guys how to preserve leaves so you can use them for crafts, and I'm also going to show you how to make this tapestry thing. So I found a maple leaf pattern just by going to the free designs page, and then at the bottom I used the line drawing search bar, which easily will find you black and white line drawing, so it's really helpful. And just right here if you're looking for a specific shape. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and I'm just going to be using this as a template for my design, and I'm just going to change the size here. I want it to be probably about 22 inches, so you can see here that it's going to be use about 9 sheets of paper. So it's going to be decently large, and again I'm just going to be using this as a template or outline for my project. So I'm going to go ahead and print this and then show you guys what I'm going to do next. Okay, so what I've done is I have printed my maple leaf stencil, and now I'm going to just trace it with a pencil onto my piece of canvas that I got at a local art supply store. I'm using canvas because it's kind of a natural, durable fabric that will hang really nicely as a tapestry. So I'm just going to go ahead and trace over that with pencil just to get a faint outline of it to use as a template. And then I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to start preserving my leaves that I've collected. So to press leaves, you can do that by pressing them and letting them dry out for 3 weeks, but I'm not the best at planning ahead for things like this, so I found another method which uses the microwave. So I just put my leaves in between 2 pieces of paper towel, and I put a plate on top and just zapped them for 2 minutes. If you find your leaves are still kind of moist and your paper towel has a little bit of moisture on them, give it another minute or so so that they're completely dry. And I did this without the plate on top, and when the leaves aren't pressed down, they kind of got a little bit crispy and crunchy, so you want them to be as flat as possible for this craft. So once you've dried your leaves in the microwave, I went ahead and painted them with Mod Podge with the glossy finish on each side, and just let those dry. This also gives the leaves like a little more bend. They almost go from crispy to back to as if they were alive before I zapped them in the microwave. So once your leaves are preserved, I just kind of color coordinated mine and put them into kind of little piles by their color order. And I'm just going to start by the brightest yellow color and work my way up to the darkest purpley colors. And I'm just going to glue them onto my canvas using a hot glue gun. You don't have to use a hot glue gun, but I'm just doing this so that they're sealed properly down. And I'm just going to glue the bottom end of each leaf so I can kind of tuck the leaves in around each other. So now that I've put all my leaves onto my canvas, I'm going to take a little pine cone that I found and cut a couple pieces off and just put these on the bottom of my leaf stem for a little extra texture, and use a couple little leaves just to glue onto my stem. So now that I've done that, the last step that I'm going to do is I've got this gel medium. You can find it at most craft supply stores or art stores, and it's kind of like Mod Podge, just a little more industrial strength. It's just going to add a nice glossy finish and kind of seal my leaves onto my canvas. Don't worry, this is going to dry clear. I know it looks kind of like I'm destroying my project, but it's going to give it a nice glossy sheen once it's dry and make sure everything's sealed together. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint over my whole project with the gel medium. And then for the final step, I'm just going to take a couple pieces of this nice kind of canvas ribbon that I've cut, and I'm going to hot glue gun these into little loops that I'm going to use to hang my tapestry. And I found a nice stick in the woods that I'm going to use to kind of tie my whole nature themed tapestry together and hang my tapestry off the stick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this craft. Let me know if you have any questions or suggestions for preserving leaves. I'm definitely new to that, so if you have done it before, or if you're familiar with it, I'd love to hear some better methods to do that as well. So like this video if you found it helpful, or if it's something that you want to try. And don't forget to like us on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. I'm going to put the blog link below as well if you guys want to use that as a reference for the leaf preservation steps or for the tapestry as well. So thank you guys for watching, and have a happy Thanksgiving.